Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken at the 3. And some room to roam now. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Mark 55! Mark 55! Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Gun.
Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set 15 line. 15 line.
He's coming.
Block taking the snap and 1. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Running with Kamara, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
61, matchbox light.
That's a gain of 3. It's third.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Deep river.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down, and that is incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. He'll get this one complete to Terry Godwin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
To the set. 780.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the pass.
Great.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Alert flare.
Hard. Snap.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gator.
He's tackled at the 32-yard
Weapon.
line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
They go.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Let's go. 60 or.
Check, watch 54, All day. Switch.
Look, squeeze.
Watch the whip.
Yo, faster, get it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Tighten up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Gun.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready, 54. Line 54. Here it
And he's got his target. That's more. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54. Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Check 3. 8.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 39-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Falcons 3.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Right there, 54 Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Check.
Gun.
SOS.
On 2nd and 9. Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Watch the safety cream. 20. Express.
Mike 54. Let's go, team.
Great.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Got it. Set, watch out. Check, Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. He don't know no better.
He's checking. Crash.
Go.
54's Mike.
Ready?
After the turnover, here's Locke. His throw caught. What about the 5? And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch.
Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, and look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Here we go, D.
Bravo.
On 1st down, Locke. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Locke again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin.
Leo.
Don't get nervous. Rush in. He's coming. We got double up.
5.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Delta.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his man on the out route. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Ready up. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
What's the run? They're running it.
Spawn, Drew Draw Corker. Big Ripper.
Clock now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let him know.
Now.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He wasn't ready.
Brought him down. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Right there. All day, baby.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along.
Mike 7.
Mike 5-4.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
60 outlaw.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I'm coming.
Hey, watch that. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
I got it. 54 is Mike.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, orbit.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Watch QB drop.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready?
Throwing on first down is Locke. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Locke over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Locke now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Locke now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again. Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Break.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Go.
Motion. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Go.
54. Crunch time, defense. Check safety.
Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Come on.
Rock it. Be careful.
A final shot before half for Locke. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. We got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
I got you, boy.
Hey, exit. Go.
On first down, block. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Right there. 54 Mike. Wild Bill.
Get it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Block. That is caught inside the 5. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On third down, here's Kamara. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. Newton now to throw. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Great. 8.
Right there. 54. Right there.
In your face.
Mike 5-4.
Gun.
Right. Mike 54.
Throwing again. Newton. Buying time to his left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go.
Gun.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
8.
Kill.
And the blitz does come. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Hey, Wahoo!
3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Lock. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Lock now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Touchdown, Falcons! Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Great. Right there. 54.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton eluding the pressure right. And out Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Bandit. Bandit.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Sam off.
No.
Pilot 64. Weak.
Why? Get wide.
49. Check 49. Check 49. Fair.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A big-time play there for the Falcons. 48 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Bring it.
Say go.
Into the red zone, it's locked. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check.
On third down, block. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
15 line. Look, squeeze. Hey, seam 6.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From a yard out. And the Falcons push further out in front.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's how we do, G.
A loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now on 2nd and 16. Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Slam.
Here's McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with the 2nd score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think that.
I always think that.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none. Because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down.
Let's bring it.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Mike 54.
Hey, Zoo. Yo, go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on first down. Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Rabbit.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Go. Bang. Yes. Go. Shoot.
Throwing now is Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Block working out of the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
On first down, it's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now Kamara. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Block. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. A lot going to throw it here. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Hey, exit. Hey, 1 set. Ready?
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Lock now on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
You got nothing to get. You got nothing.
Look at me. Go.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. They'll actually throw it with Locke. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
20.
To throw again. Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-8. Come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. Here, woman. Jump, express. Jump. Mike 54.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 50 plant. Greystone travel.
I got you, Pop. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike 5-4.
Big grip.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.